Good morning, good afternoon, good night, and good day to everyone listening to this. And depending on when and where you are listening to this, 'tis I, the Rob Rod, with the 2024 Scenic City Invitational prediction sure to be wrong, otherwise known as some fat guy behind a video camera and microphone in his mother's spare bedroom making predictions about something he knows very little about. We're going to get right into it with this first round matchup on night 1, July the 12th, in the Red Bank, Tennessee, at the TWE Arena. Tickets on sale at SCI.com. SCI Wrestling. SCI Invitational.com. Anyway, interesting matchup here. Going to start off hot right off the bat. It's too early in the morning for me to be talking. Mad Dog Connolly versus the Bloodbath Behemoth Tank, Scenic City legend, independent. Ooh, this is going to be I think blood will be spilled in this match. Tank has never gotten out of the first round in the SCI, and this is almost an albatross around his neck. Mad Dog Connolly, if you have a chance, go look up that dog collar match he had. It was very Piper Valentine-esque. If you're of a certain age, you know what that is entailed. I am going to go ahead and put it on the written paper that I believe Tank will make it to night 2. So on that note, sorry Tank, I had to pick you. Anyway, moving on to the next match. Shug D of the Good Hand versus the tsunami riding Darian Bankston. Contrast in career arcs here. Shug D is still going strong. Darian is riding the title wave, as I mentioned. This is going to be something. If it wasn't for another match in the show, this would probably be the match of the night. I am going to go ahead and pick Shug D here, just to, we'll go off the record on that. But it's going to be something else. Definitely have to watch that when it drops on video. But that's going to be a good one. All right, this is the third match. One called Manders, last year's SCI winner, going up against TJ Crawford. This is Crawford. Let's see. Let me check my notes here. Crawford was a 6-1. Manders was at 5-3. So Manders is the favorite on that. Not ruling out a possibility of upset, but Manders is trying to become the first 2-time winner of the SCI, and he might have a chance this year. So I'm going to go ahead and say Manders moves to night 2. Jade Newman versus Adam Priest. I need a drink on this one. Familiar foes. Newman was the 2022 SCI. Priest has made it at least the last 3 years, I believe, into the night 2 and into the final 4. I have to go back and double check on that. But I was predicting him a couple times to win it. He hasn't yet. Whether he can clear this molehill / mountain, we'll have to see. I am going to go ahead and predict that Priest will again move on to night 2, though I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see a double disqualification or count out on this as well. All right, this is going to be an interesting one. Channing Thomas with manager Sonny Bacabella versus last year's Actions Future Showcase. Say that 3 times fast. Rachel Armstrong, she won it. So on paper, Thomas has pretty much everything covered. Size, weight, height, manager skulking around the back. Everything is stacked up against Rachel Armstrong. But as they say, you don't play the game on paper. I am going to predict a pretty big upset here. Rachel Armstrong will move on to night 2 of the SCI. This one is going to have bodies flying everywhere. If you're going to be in the front row, be prepared to move. Rob Killjoy, Rico Gonzalez. This is going to be going at Mach 4. And going to be interesting to see what happens here. I'm going to predict against my type and go with Rob Killjoy here, who move on to night 2. And we'll go on there. I got workmen in painting the back. So if you hear noises, that's what that is. So Rob Killjoy, Rico Gonzalez. Yeah, watch it on the streaming service when you can. That's going to be something else. All right, Aaron Wade versus Matt Makowski. Not too all that familiar with Matt Makowski. More familiar with Aaron Wade. I don't think he breaks through this year, though. I'm going to go with Matt Makowski to move on to night 2. And indeed, maybe even further. We'll see. And then I think this is going to be the match of the night. Paul London, 20-year veteran, 20-plus year veteran, worked for all the major promotions, versus last year's runner-up, the good doctor, Landon Hale, of last year's 2023 runner-up at SCI, Landon Hale. This is going to be something else. I think Landon is going to go ahead and go into night 2 and defeat Paul London on this matchup here. All right, so that is my breakdown of the individual night 1 matches for the SCI. If you've never been to the SCI, it's an open bracket type of thing. It's no formalized bracket. After the end of the night, final matches, they will draw names of who will face each other on night 2, and we'll go from there. So I'll have my predictions of the final 4, final 2, and the winner of the SCI after I do the futures breakdown, which is coming up after I take a sip. So, Action's Futures Showcase is on Saturday the 13th in the afternoon at 2 p.m. Great production values, I know. Anyway, I'm gonna basically what you see is who per line is who's going to be having the matches. It's trios format. The winner of each of those first three trios matches will face each other and determine a future showcase winner. Let me get back onto my. There we go. So first trios match I'm going to look at. Dex Royal versus Anakin Murphy versus A Game. More of the forgot to mention future showcase. Everyone has to be less than 5 years in the business to be considered on that. So everyone here is literally the future. So Dex Royal, Anakin Murphy, A Game. More familiar with the name of Anakin Murphy. We have the SADS type of thing. But it's Anakin and A Game are wild cards for me. Dex and A Game are going on. Are wild cards for me. I am going to go ahead and pick Royal to move to the final match. The second match, we got Cody Fluffman versus Timothy Busby and the Wall, Tyler Stevens. Big Beady Man Slapping Meat, I believe. I am going to go ahead and pick Fluffman on here. I think Fluffman can surprise people. You may think he's all grins and giggles and laughter and whatnot, but he can get serious on that. I think he can surprise Busby and Stevens on that. And the third trios match, we've got Casey Owens, Mackenzie Morgan, Jamison Shook. TWE faithful know about Owens and Shook. And I've even seen some people predicting Shook to win the showcase. I'm going to go and the different route. I'm going to go Mackenzie Morgan on here. So that's going to be my final trios on that is going to be Morgan, Fluffman, and Royal. I think Royal is going to win it. They like to mix things up there at TWE, and we'll go on that. So Royal will be, I think, the 2024 Actions Future Showcase winner. Now, my final four for the SCI. Like I said, reseeding after that, picking names out of someone's hat, and we go into it. I think the final four competitors will be one called Manders, Landon Hale, Matt Mikowski, and Adam Priest. And then my final two are going to be Hale and Mikowski. And I believe that this year's 2024 Scenic City winner is going to be Landon Hale. There you have it. Those are my predictions, sure to be wrong, for the 2024 Scenic City Invitational. Tickets are still available. SCI Invitational. Let me double check on that. You give me a moment. Yeah, SCIWrestling.com. SCIWrestling.com for tickets. I believe front row is pretty much sold out. Check the website for more details. Also, I would be remiss to not mention the night before the SCI. TWE will be doing a show. This is something they've been doing for several years, a show before the show. In this case, the TWE show the night before the SCI. This is Thursday, July 11th at the TWE Arena in Red Bank, Tennessee. So there you have it, all that, plugging everything I can. As always, try that again, getting premature button pressing. As always, thank you for watching. Look out for the assholes driving on the roads, and TTFN.